I thought maybe I can have intimacy with my father because I love him dearly. I love my father dearly. And my father also loved me. I got pregnant for my father.
Cut, please. Cut. My ear has heard enough. Cut. Let me take a moment. Hello guys, Sugar Plum here again, and this is Confess with Sugar. And just like we always do here, no use of name, no use of any means of identification. So today we have a guest here, and without saying much, I'm just going to give her the floor to talk. So please, when you're talking, just go straight to the point and don't say your name or anything that anybody might use to identify you. Okay?
Hi everyone. I'm here to share my story to everybody. This my story is a story that makes me feel bad every day and night. And it makes me sad. It turns me into sadist. This story is pathetic. I don't even know where to start from. But I will just start from somewhere. This story started when I was gave birth, because what I heard from story is that my mother died when she was in labor room, when she was giving birth to me. She died along the process. So I'm the only one that survived it. So it was my father that took care of me, all the responsibilities, everything. Even my father is someone that love his daughter very, very dearly, to the extent that he didn't allow me to stay with my grandma because he wanted to cater for me. He don't want me to feel that I don't have mother. My father stand as a father and as a mother to me. From baby to teenage, everything, it was my father. Even my father relatives said that my father should remarry, but my father insisted that no. Even if he would marry, he would need to train me to the extent that I will know the right and the wrong, so that no any woman can maltreat me or whatever. That he will need to cater for me to, so that myself I will stand. That was my father's belief. Anything that I want, my father will do it for me, because he don't want me to even miss my mom, even for once. My father is a loving father and a caring father indeed. So in a nutshell, my father, all the love that my father showed me, I can say that I misinterpreted, or I don't know how I will put it. I thought the love is a love that I can be having intimacy with my father. That a love that's supposed to be between, let's say, boyfriend and girlfriend. You know, as a father, if my daddy is going to work, my daddy will come and peck my cheek. He will peck me. I love you, daughter. I love you too. So from there, gradually, I started having feelings for my father, which I thought I was right. So I started having feelings for him. The way my daddy would come, hug me, would come back from work, get me some chocolates, everything that I need. Because everything was my father. My father would beat me.
Are you an only child?
Yes,
He was doing all these things I'm sorry.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one. And the only person that is in my life is my father. I don't have anybody. It was all my father. It was my father that would beat me when I was small. Even my armpit, it was my father that would shave everything for me. Anything that I need, it was my father. So I thought maybe I can have a intimacy with my father because I love him dearly. I love my father dearly. And my father also loved me. But my own love for my father, I've took it to another step. Anytime my daddy comes back from work, he will hug me, pet me. So anytime my father hugs me, I will feel happy. I will feel relieved. So gradually, I started having many feelings for my father. Today, if I sleep, I will dream about my father, that I'm having something to do with him, because I thought it was normal. Because I've watched it in a film where a daughter married her father.
Now movie now.
And I've heard it online also that it happens. So I thought maybe it's a normal thing for me to do. And now went ahead. I looked for sleeping pill. My God. I don't know that I was foolishing myself. I used sleeping pill. The sleeping pill that I supposed to use, let's say 1 dose, I will use 3 doses. Because I want my father to sleep like a baby so that I can do what I have in mind. So the sleeping pill, I will put it either his tea or his food. Once he took the sleeping pill, my daddy will just slept off. The first day I did it, I enjoyed myself and I was very, very happy with it.
Please, as you put the sleeping pills and your father sleeps off, wetin you dey do to your father?
My first time, I romanced my daddy. I can't lie.
Hey!
I press where I need to press so that I touch where I need to touch. I touch my father's manhood.
Ha!
I did it, not knowing that I was foolishing myself. I did it, and I was very happy with it. This thing continued happening. Anytime my daddy woke up, my daddy will feel somehow, but he will be confused because it was only me and him in the house. But he will be confused, but you should understand, he cannot fathom what really happened. To the extent that I upgrade to the level that I had raw sex with him without his consent.
Hey, Jesus.
With the helping of the sleeping pills.
Ha! Ow. Abomination. My ear, Jesus. My ear.
So as I was saying, I continue doing it. I continue enjoying it because I see
You enjoy it.
I enjoying it. Then it was then, and I know it was then. I continue enjoying what I enjoy most without my father's consent. Later, I got pregnant for my father.
Cut, please. Cut. My ear has heard enough. Cut. Let me take a moment. Cut this thing. Make una cut am now. Cut it. Cut. Let me take a moment, please.
I had a pregnancy. Immediately, I rushed to the hospital. I aborted the child. I remove it. I continue enjoying what
You
I enjoy
continued
most.
again.
This time around, I need to upgrade from that sleeping pill to another one that will be more effective. Because I realized that one day when I was doing it, I noticed that my father was about to wake up, something like that. So I now realized that I need to add to the doses so that he won't even notice anything. And I continue doing it. I got another pregnant again. I aborted it.
Men did this word now. Cheap ones they.
It's
Like,
because I love my father.
you don't no, that's not how you love your father. And the fact that he was buying you chocolates, making sure you okay, is because you were his only child.
I
Jesus.
thought he loved me the way
Love
I love
no.
him.
Hey Jesus, I don't know how I'm reacting, but I'm sorry, but this thing is throwing me off. I don't know how to react. I don't, as in it they throw me off, because at this point I don't even want to sit here and listen to this story. The thing they pinch me for body is biting me. Like,
I understand how you feel. But then I thought I was doing the normal thing. When I got another pregnant,
again.
doctor now said it's not possible for me to abort the child. That is either 50-50 chance. That I should need to bring someone that will come and sign for me should in case of any complications. Or which I have nobody to take to hospital. I don't have anybody that will take to hospital. And there's nothing for me than to just leave the pregnancy. I tried several things to remove it, but it didn't work. Later, my father noticed that something is battling me. I was crying that day. My father came in and, daughter, what's wrong? I was crying. I don't know how to say it to his face that I'm pregnant. I don't know how to say it. I was just crying. The love my father have for me, he don't want to see me in that kind of emotion of crying. He pets me, begged me for me to talk. But later, with a lot of persuade, a lot of begging, I need to tell my father that I am pregnant. For my father to hear me say that pregnant, my father said pregnant. My father was shocked that I disappointed him. That you can have a pregnant under my own roof. And when you were 20, I asked you to bring in your boyfriend to come and show me. And you said you have nobody. How come of pregnancy? I started crying. I can't say to his face that you are responsible for my pregnancy. I know that it's something that I cannot open my mouth just to say it that way, that you are the owner of the pregnancy. I know. So I started crying. My father asked again and again that, well, you are my only child and I cannot abandon you. But you need to tell me who is responsible for your pregnancy. I need to know him. No matter what, you are my only child. I can't just abandon you. But you need to let me know the person. You bring in the person for me to know. I started crying. It was then I now told my father that I got raped one day. That was the lie I lied to my father, that I got raped. My father was very, very angry. As mean that you got raped and you cannot even tell anyone. My father was angry. And my father went to his room. So the conversation ended that night. So the next morning, my father forgave me, and he said that he can't, no matter what, you still remain my daughter. There's nothing I can do for that. You still remain my daughter. Everything you need, I will do it for you. Anything you need, I will do it for you. And my father stand on his promise. Everything I want, my father will do it for me. He took me to the hospital for antenatals, care for me, buy baby things for me, because he don't want me to think about the past that I was raped. My father was a nice man. I wish I know. I wouldn't have done everything that I did. I swear, I regret. I delivered the baby. He's a baby boy. I named him Junior. My son and my father was the best friends ever. My daddy loved my son very, very well because he's the only grandchild, you understand? So my father loved him very, very well. The boy clocked 2 years. After the 2 years, my father now called me one day that, daughter, it's time for you to get married. No matter what, you can't be under my roof forever. You are matured. It's time for you to find a good husband and settle down. When my father said that thing, I was very mad at myself that what? It's not possible for me to look for any man. It's not for me. I was saying it within me that this man doesn't know that I'm his wife. I said it within me that no. So later, my father now brought in a woman that he wants to marry. It was then I now got angry. That it's not possible. That it won't be possible. My father said that he can't be living this life forever. The reason why I refused to marry, as everybody said I should go and marry, the reason is because of you. I don't want you to suffer. I want to train you so that you can stand on your own. You know the right and the left. That's why I refused to marry since all these days. But now you are old enough to make decision on your own. That's why I need to marry, so that you too, you go to your husband's house, and me too, I'll stay with my wife. I was angry that this man doesn't even know the way I was feeling. I was angry with him that no, it's not possible. You can't marry another woman when I'm alive. It's not possible. My father think maybe I was saying that because of the love I have for him as a daughter and a father, not knowing that I have my own plans. You understand? It was then I now told my father that, my father, you are my husband. I am your wife. You are the owner of my child. My father was somehow confused that, yes, I know Junior is your son and he's also my son, I know. But what are you trying to say? I said, you got me pregnant. This boy is your biological son. My father was shaking. My father was shaking. Even inside AC, I can see sweat coming out from my father. My father was shaking, looking at me like my father cannot even utter any word. My father now got angry and got inside his room. He now called my son. He put a spoon, or yes, it was a spoon, I remember. He put it in his mouth to remove his saliva. He wants to go out to make a DNA test to confirm maybe what I'm saying is true or not. I took the saliva to the hospital to confirm if truly he's the father. Child. The result is more than a week before it comes out. Within that 1 week, our house was very, very silent, as if nobody was in the house. My father didn't talk to me. Even me, I can't even look at his face.
Did you tell your father how he got you pregnant?
I later told him when he realized that he's the biological father, when the result came out. So after the 1 week, when the result came out and it showed that he's the really father of the son, it was then I now confessed to him. I now let him know all I've been doing for him in the house since, without his consent. My father cried. My father was crying like a baby that this is an abomination. I said to him, this is not an abomination. It happens. I've watched it in a movie. Even I've seen some online. This thing is happening. It's happening. To me, I didn't see it as something that is bad as that. I thought it's normal. I don't know that I was foolishing myself. That day, our house was very, very bitter. My father got inside and locked himself up. The next morning, I woke up because my father normally woke up 6, latest 7. My daddy will have dressed up. But that particular day, 8 o'clock, I never see my father. 8:30, I was like, what is happening? When it was around 9, I need to barge into his room. I woke him, no response. I touched him. My father was cold and stiff. I observed that my father is dead. I cried.
How did he die?
I saw a bottle of something liquid in it. When I smell it, I noticed it was a poison. My father took a poison to cover the shame.
So in other words, you killed your father?
I killed him, I know, yes. With my foolish self-interest. I killed him. My father doesn't deserve it. My father wants the best for me. My father wants the best for me. And it wasn't my fault. I watched it in a movie. I thought it's right for me to do. My father died. It was later. Junior began to seek my son. I rushed him to the hospital one day. He died also. He passed away. I lost him both sides. I lost my father and my son. With my stupid self-interest, I regret all my actions. I never been myself since all these days.
Hey!
I killed my father.
I can't even start to imagine what that man went through.
My life has changed since then. I didn't even get myself anymore. No one to cater for me. I'm lonely. I'm lonely. That's why I'm ashamed of myself right now. I'm ashamed of myself.
The
Father,
only thing that man, the only crime he committed was loving his daughter the way he's supposed to love his daughter.
Daddy, I'm sorry. Daddy, I'm sorry. If you can hear me, Daddy, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Guys, this story, I don't know what to say. I feel irritated. I don't want to stay here. I don't want to listen to any of this. I just don't know. I just don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to say at this point, because what? Seriously, what? I'll see you guys later, please. I'll see you guys. Bye. Bye. Bye.